Oh, it's exciting for you.
Welcome back to Bad Tofu. I'm Brad. That's Laura.
Hello.
And this is more Reddit stories. I'm assuming that the last one was a huge success and we got millions of views.
Millions.
Millions of views. So
because this is
backed by popular demand.
Yeah. We're here for you guys. Okay, what do you got for me?
I'm looking through them right now.
Probably, I thought you had it all set up.
No, I have a few of them. I have like 4 that I can choose from.
So concerned. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe it.
Okay. Let's. Okay, so I'll give you a couple options and you can pick. Okay.
Okay.
So, can I feel violated after consensual sex? Title of that one. Next one is my parents' elderly friend confessed he has sexual thoughts about me.
Disgusting.
My husband advised his friend to hit his wife. Or my husband's sexual history is repulsive and I can't stop myself from resenting him. So those are the 4 we got to choose from.
Oh my god. Wait, hold on. I kind of like the resenting one. No, wait. No, okay. I kind of want to be mad. Tell me my husband told his friend.
Okay. This is a short one too. All right. So my husband advised his friend to hit his wife. A couple of nights ago, my husband was on the phone with his friend. I don't know any details, but I know his friend is going through some things with his wife. We were laying in bed with our son when his friend called. He was listening for a bit and then he said, if she keeps that up, you know what to do. You have to talk to some women with your fist.
Maybe he's talking about sexy fists.
I was surprised to hear that and I looked over at him. He told his friend to give him a minute because I was in the room. He gave me a kiss and told our son he'd be back and left the room to finish his conversation.
Ew!
I don't want to stress over it or cause issues, but it gave me a bad feeling. I don't understand encouraging violence, and my son didn't need to hear that. When he came back, I started to ask about it, but he shushed me and told me it has nothing to do with me. He told me not to worry about other people. I didn't press it and I let it go.
No.
He doesn't hit me. He's a great husband to me and I love him. Sometimes he raises his voice, but nobody's perfect and we have a happy family. So I just don't understand it.
No.
Yeah, he's a good husband because you shush when he tells you to shush.
Yeah. You don't give him any kind of... That's not on her, though. That's not... Yeah.
No, it's not on her at all. But I'm just saying that's why he's a good husband. Because he feels like he doesn't have to punish her. Because she does what she's told.
It's always about a control thing. It's... I mean, with anybody, it is about control. Like... Oh. Yeah. I'm so disgusted. That's so sad.
She needs to run. Ew. She needs to fucking
And my husband's name... Andrew Tate.
Right? Okay.
Oh, I'm so upset. Okay, thank you for that.
Let's read some of the top comments.
Yeah, I would like to know.
All right. I tried telling him. Okay, so in parentheses, I tried telling him how his comment to his friend made me feel, but he shushed me again, which pissed me off. So I raised my voice. He then went ballistic and started tearing up the house. I had to leave with the kids.
He's abusive.
An update I've seen far too often. Somehow the OPs are always blindsided. I think this dude. This is a dude. This is their beard. I guess it doesn't mean they're a dude. Everybody's a dude. He then went ballistic. So this is like just saying that he's seen or they've seen this.
Okay. This isn't an update.
No, that's not an update.
Oh, okay. This is just
someone saying like it's all.
No,
it's all the same and it's sad.
That's exactly what. Yes, I mean there's like
right here. He doesn't hit you because you are quiet when he shushes you. Very well trained.
Ew. Okay, that was ugly.
I mean, I feel like it has to get to the point. Like
well, I mean, honestly, okay, so I'm not a confrontational person. So.
Yeah, someone else, you're safe until you disagree with him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's exactly the thing, is like you become non-confrontational whenever you've experienced situations that like, oh, I can make this better by not making it worse, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's icky and gross, and again, not OP's fault at all. She needs to run.
She needs to run very far.
Run.
Someone said, "Where are you from?" I'm looking at they've only replied to like
Utah.
one comment.
Sorry.
They only made one comment. So someone said, "Where are you from? Are you from Latin America by any chance? That phrase sounds Latin. You are not safe. He will hit you.
What
He'll
phrase?
be." I think the one saying that, talk to your wife with your fist. He'll be violent. He'll cry and apologize and say he's sorry, but then after a couple of days he'll do it again. You're not safe. And they responded, "New York, our grandparents are Italian immigrants." And that is the only comment she's made.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
This was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, she also has a kid, so she's a busy lady.
Yeah, there could be. Like, I have all these saved, so if there's ever an update on any of them, we'll do like an update episode for all of our
I'm fine with that.
all of our fans. Okay, so you want to do this one next. It's a little bit longer.
What one?
My husband's sexual history is repulsive, and I can't stop myself from resenting him.
I'm interested in this because I'm intrigued
because
on, like, how people think. I just think it's interesting because, like, what is the line for you? Like, if your significant other has experienced different things from you and you think that's a turnoff, but they're not trying to pressure you into trying those things, like, why does it upset you? You're right.
Also, usually I'm used to seeing this reversed. I'm used to seeing the gender roles reversed, where it's usually like the husband's disgusted with the wife's sexual history.
Right, yeah, because how dare she have slept with somebody before me?
I get it. That's gross. I don't want to be wiener cousins with anybody.
Ew, what did you just say? Okay, shut up. Read this stupid article.
Okay. My husband and I got married 2 months ago. On our wedding night, I was added to a group chat with 8 other women who were members of the online circle my husband and I had met through. They didn't accuse him of cheating, nor did they say any of what they showed me was consensual. They said unconsensual, though. I don't know. From the screenshots I was shown, it was very clearly mutual. They sent me hundreds of screenshots of all of the women sexting my husband. This is on her fucking wedding night.
That's so fucked up.
It included nudes and a lot of graphic messages. All of it was dated before we had gotten together. They said they'd feel guilty if they didn't let me know I had married community dick. These women are fucking awful. These women are awful.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
That is so fucked up. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, that's so fucked up. On her fucking wedding night?
That
is
so
disgusting.
sad.
These are mean girls.
That's beyond mean girls.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's
This
beyond.
is awful. You're trying to destroy a marriage.
Yeah.
I am a modest
new
woman.
marriage.
I am a modest woman. I bought into the fairy tale stuff. However, I do have a very high sex drive. I know how difficult it was for me to refrain from engaging in hookup stuff, so I don't look down on people who choose not to refrain. My husband has always leaned into modesty, saying he thought watching Prawn was immoral, and he didn't like promiscuous behavior because he has trauma surrounding CX. Clearly, this wasn't true. He's been honest about it now that it's brought up, admitting...
Oh!
What?
Sorry, go ahead. No. That just bothers me that he lied about it to be on her level.
Admitting he sexted a large amount of women in his online circle, but never met any of them in person.
Ew.
So, like, he was just horny boy.
Sure. Wait, so they never actually had sex?
From what he's saying.
Right, okay. But they all sexted and sent nudies.
Yes. I am trying very hard to appreciate his honesty and understand that not everyone lived the same lifestyle I did. I am trying hard to understand that these women are meaningless flings. It was harmless fun. This is not cheating and it's in the past, but I can't. You are focusing on the wrong thing, lady.
Absolutely the wrong thing. Like not the fact that your husband used to sex.
The fact that
which
these
is, like,
8 women are trying to ruin your marriage.
8 of them
Are trying to ruin your marriage just for shits and giggles?
I would like to know, I would like to know like what they said to preface all of this. Did they just add her to a chat and then just like blow up her phone?
Yeah, I would love to see those screenshots. They're not in here.
Jesus, why do you want to see them so bad, Bradley?
No, the ones in the group chat. I don't care about this lady's nudes. I have internet.
I'm really curious, like how they justified doing that. And also, I'm so sad that she sat down and looked at them. I wish she had just been like, I don't need to know this.
Yeah.
And put her, like, just blocked them.
Yeah, but it sounds like this is a very sheltered person.
Yeah.
So they don't understand. They probably don't.
My curiosity would have actually... I would have definitely like, but I also wouldn't have been as affected.
No,
I would have been like, this is so funny. Let's get some popcorn.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
but like this woman's
boobies.
I'm just assuming she seems like a very sheltered person.
Well,
so
she said,
probably has a lot of trust in people. So I just can't seeing phrases like, no, I'm not done with it yet. There's
Sorry.
still also like halfway.
Sorry.
I just can't. Saying phrases like, I've seen his dick from every angle. The way
Ew!
he spoke to them, it all makes me queasy. My husband doesn't talk to me that way. I have the higher sex drive and we don't have sex nearly as often as I want to. He's not a bad husband. I've never been more spoiled, dotted on, and babied as much as this. I was willing to forego the sex because we have an emotional connection, but now I keep laying awake at night, thinking about how many women have spent weeks engaging in purely sexual relationships with my husband and are giggling at me while I marry him. I've had other members come to me about how they take turns taking pot shots at my relationship in private, making bets on how long it'll be before he cheats, saying there's no way we won't be divorced by the end of the year. I can't help but worry they might be making valid points. Lady, block these people! Block these people!
Really
they are fucking...
evil.
Yeah. Toxic as fuck. Get away.
That is...
Get away. I wonder how this...
So...
I'm not to be ageist, but I wonder how young this woman is. Like, maybe she's like 18.
Oh god. I hope she's not 18.
And he's 47.
Stop it!
My husband has never been unfaithful. He's very open with his devices, and he's given me full honesty when I've asked. I feel disgusted with the words I call him in my head. I feel like I'm a low-grade misogynist talking about women these days when I listen to the way I think about the situation. I love my husband, he's good to me, but I'm so very resentful that my one and only, the man who's supposed to be all mine forever, has his dick plastered all over countless women's inboxes, and I can barely get off every couple of days.
Oh.
I tried to push it off.
But he does get her off.
Yeah, I mean, every couple of days, that's pretty good for
pretty good.
Most women. Men suck. So like every couple of days, lady, that's not bad. I tried to,
the fact that
it's at all. Yeah, I mean, we
hold on to him.
we have friends that have just never gotten off before.
Oh my god, we do. I forgot. That's so sad.
Yeah, they're almost 30.
Yeah.
I tried to push it off, but now I'm catching myself disassociative after the sex we do have, ruminating on these messages. No matter how much I demand myself to respect my husband and view this as okay, because it is. I'm repulsed. I'm completely repulsed and grossed out and sad. I feel like I've been sold a lie and I feel like an awful person for being resentful, but no amount of thinking and affirmations is changing what I physically feel, and I feel disgusted. Maybe, okay, so it's just shot in the dark here. Block these toxic people and talk to your husband.
I feel like, I mean, it sounds like she has been talking to her husband, but I think she needs to be more honest about
honestly what she could do,
how much it's affecting her.
It might,
and I don't think it's that she's repulsed by him. I really think it probably has more to do with what she said about like being sold a lie. Like, not that he sold her a lie, but that she expected to be marrying somebody like maybe not to the same degree as her. Actually, no, she did expect to be marrying somebody that was modest, like she was modest, quote unquote, because he didn't tell her about this until after.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe he is modest. Maybe this is something that's like, these women sound awful.
No.
Maybe,
yeah. No, I mean, I feel like now. Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying maybe these women like pressured him into sending these pictures and just like used him as like a little toy. Don't say
sure. No, I mean, like, maybe.
Especially since he seems to be really modest. Like, I think maybe they just pressured him into it.
No, I feel like he probably had a hoe phase. We all have hoe phases.
I mean, true. And also, they might never have talked about it up until this point, which is why, marriage counseling before marriage, very important.
Yeah, my sister did that. Okay, first of all, they didn't. She and her husband are like perfect together, and it disgusts me. But they did marriage counseling for like a couple of months before they got married because they wanted to make sure that they could communicate appropriately, and make sure that they knew how to talk to each other about certain issues. And if I ever get married again, doing it.
Yeah, getting married is stupid. It is stupid. But if I ever do find someone, knock on wood, that I want to get married to, I'm not. Why bring the government in it? I'll just have like a nice little, like, I'll have my friends and we'll do it in like a backyard, have a nice little like quote unquote fake wedding. The government does not need to be involved in my business. I don't give a shit about you. Why do you need to know if I'm married or not? Why?
He's single, ladies.
Okay, there's still more.
Sorry.
I want to call him a whore and scream and cry and demand he tell me why he would ever think that's okay to do. I know that's not the right response, but it's what my body is telling me to do. It's insecurity.
Well, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I really think it's less repulsion, and I think she might be a little jealous that her husband has gotten to have his hoe phase and she's married now. And she wants a hoe phase so bad. She's mentioned like 3 times that she has a high sex drive. She wants to be a hoe so bad.
Yeah. I think she is. It's probably more regret she didn't get to have her,
which is fine.
Phase.
Right. No, and that's totally fine. It's understandable. Grieve.
Yeah.
You did miss out.
I mean, or divorce.
It's okay to grieve that.
Or get a divorce and go through your hoe phase.
Oh, I mean, that is an option.
Maybe she's trying to make an excuse in her own head to get a divorce so she can have her hoe phase.
So that she can have her hoe phase.
And and what's really gross, he would probably become best friends with these horrible women.
Ew, and then also just join the group.
You're not strong enough to handle a relationship. I know I'm insecure and not meant for the world of hookup culture and sexting, but I wanted to experience the fairy tale I got promised as a kid, and I didn't think insecurity should bar me from being happy. That's why I chose someone who told me they were modest and reserved in their sexual ventures, which, I mean, he might be. He might not have had many sexual partners, but he might not have. He only admitted to sending pictures, Laura.
Yeah. But in her mind, like, that is a sexual venture. Like, that it is sexual.
I guess.
Especially if you're being sexually explicit with it. Like, there are pictures, and then there are pictures. If someone
said, like, hey, I used to be part of a group chat, like somebody I'm interested in, like, I sent a lot of nudes to people, but I never hooked up with any of them. I don't know. That wouldn't really, like, I'm a different person, I guess.
You are.
So I would never have to 100%. Doubt them. I feel like a little kid tantruming over having to share, but no amount of self-talk has stopped me from feeling so sad and grossed out.
That's the thing is, like, she's also very self-aware. Like, she mentions that she knows that people have experienced life differently than her, but she's just disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm mad at those women. I'd like their names, please. We're best friends now, and I will take care of
it. Their names are Katie, Regina, Gretchen, Karen.
There's 8 of them, so keep going.
Janice.
Okay.
Mr. Duval.
Great.
Aaron Samuels. How many more do I need? Homeschooled boy. I think that's all of them.
Thank you.
I'm just reading top cast for
I know.
Girls. Top comment from a different perspective. These women bombing you on your wedding night with such things as calling your brand new husband on your wedding night communal dick is gross. They sound like really bad friends. Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing too. So are these women in the community that they were met? They've got to be Mormon. Sorry. Were these women in the community like all in the same community? They're all friends. She said that she met these people.
I mean, she never said they were just like in the same group.
She met her husband through these people or something like that. I can't. Do you mind?
Do I mind?
Do you mind going back and telling me?
Telling you what? Sorry, I was reading comments.
How she met her husband?
It was through that group. It doesn't specify, but it was through that group. Someone also said, I mean, first off, unpack that religious sexual trauma. Both parties want to have more sex, but aren't because of some strange idea of purity. Classic Madonna / whore syndrome with the husband. They need taught all to each other and get counseling. Even sexual counseling. They're probably very sexually compatible, but are too scared to explore. Yes, my dear, you were sold a lie that you should be pure for your husband, only to find out he's got a kink he won't share with you because you're supposed to be held to a higher moral standard because of a ceremony and a ring. Become swingers. Like your creaminess.
Oh, yeah, do it, baby.
This has 0 upvotes. Somebody downvoted that. I'm upvoting it. Okay, let's.
Maybe the OP downvoted it. OP looked at it and was like, "No, I will never."
Okay, let's see. They do have a few. They've responded a couple times. Someone said, "Oh yeah, from a different perspective, these women bombing your wedding night." She responded to that. They aren't necessarily friends as much as they are people who existed in the same space as us. The circle in its totality probably has 400 people. If I had to put a number to it, after almost a decade of being here, everyone knows of each other, but weren't all super close on an individual level. I knew all of these women existed and had on occasion spoken privately to them over the years, just nothing in a capacity that was significant to me until we couldn't shut up about getting married and they messaged me as a group. So they were probably talking about it a lot in the group, and that pissed off some girls that are just awful human beings. And so they're like, hey, let's ruin their marriage because they won't shut up. That's pretty gross.
Maybe.
So then someone said, so you're taking your issues out on your husband because some assholes twisted your mind. Damn. And they respond, and they said, damn, poor man. And then they respond, I want to be clear that I am very obviously ashamed of the fact I feel this way, and I have never once verbally.
That's been super clear.
Yeah, and I've never once verbally expressed the words I used in this post to my husband. I will rip myself apart.
That's why OP's on Reddit.
Yeah, I will rip myself apart from the inside out silently before I become a toxic partner to him over anything. I asked him about it when initially receiving the messages, expressed they made me nervous the week of, and have tried my best to continue on like normal. The point is that it is eating me alive, and I feel like an asshole for still ruminating.
How long? It's only been a couple months, right?
Since they got married?
Yeah.
Yes, and this post itself is 2 days old.
Ugh, it's not gonna get better until they talk.
They need to talk, yeah.
Their partner about it and just let him know, like, hey, I'm still bothered by this. Like, it might have been just a passing conversation for you, but it is eating me alive.
Yep.
That's so hard though.
All right, I think we have. Let's see. I mean, we could do this one pretty fast. We have one more. We'll do my parents' elderly friend confessed he has sexual thoughts about me.
Ew. Okay.
I'm 31, female, and live at home with my parents. They won't accept rent or money from me. So I pitch in due to the things they can't anymore. So I pitch in to do the things they can't anymore, such as yard work, some cleaning, heavy lifting, repairs, etc. I guess I eventually got good enough at fixing things that their friend / handyman took me on as sort of an apprentice. Not sure what to call it. But when there's certain jobs he needs an extra hand for, he calls me. It's hard work and I get injured sometimes because I have noodle arms, but overall it's pretty fun. Currently, he is remodeling my parents' master bedroom. I've been helping with the grunt work in exchange for my parents getting a discount on the labor, so I spend a lot of time with him. This dude tells me I'm pretty every single day, ew. That I get more gorgeous every time he sees me, gross. Usually nice stuff old men tend to say, and I don't really mind it. No, I'm sorry, but I don't give a shit if you're a boomer. Stop calling girls pretty or sweet or baby. That's gross. I find it funny considering he always says this when I'm sweaty and covered in paint or something. The other day, he, 82 male, this is an 82-year-old, told me he had a dream about me and asked if I wanted to hear about it.
No.
I said no, and that was that. Well, today he brought it up again and flat out told me he had a dream where we had sex.
No!
He was sitting on the floor and I came into the room naked and he performed oral sex on me and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, God.
What the fuck do I say to that? I kind of awkwardly laughed and joked, oh, I thought you were going to say you were on the floor because you were dead, and got the heck out of there. Any friendliness I felt with this dude is gone now. This isn't the first time one of my parents' male friends have said something inappropriate to me. Last year, one of their childhood friends tried to get me to move in with him and would text me some nasty stuff when he got wasted, and I wound up having to get my dad involved. I feel really gross and sick to my stomach right now. I have a weird relationship when it comes to being sexualized by guys. And I even go out of my way to look like a gremlin so people won't stare or say things to me. I don't know what I expect by posting this. I know I won't say anything to my parents, and I wish I could just laugh this off like he assumed I would. He did not assume that. That's not what he was going for. Honestly, I feel kind of like crying because my trust has been broken by this guy who I kind of looked up to.
Yeah, that sucks.
He was not just trying to get a laugh.
Side note. You past you is pissing me off.
What?
The dirt is underneath the window on the other side.
Am I still looking? Am I just going around looking for it?
Okay, sorry. Now back to that trauma. Fuck, Jesus. That sucks. That sucks so hard, and it sucks. It sucks even more because they don't feel like they can. Not necessarily that they can't tell their parents about it, but she doesn't want to jeopardize their parents' relationship with that guy.
Yeah, that sucks. I've said this before. All men are monsters that crave young flesh. That's it.
And that's a fact.
That is a fucking fact. Yeah, I think she should talk to her parents. I really do.
I think so too, but probably after he's done working on their house.
I found the spot, by the way.
I'm very proud of you.
But yeah, so that was Reddit Stories Part 2? I don't know.
Part 2.
We finished it.
We did it. You did it.
Now, do your thing.
You're welcome.
No, more than just that.
I'm bad at outros.
You do the outro.
Okay, fine. I really need to type something up. We appreciate you guys checking in with us. We're doing great. How are you? I'm so sorry.
Comment. Let us know what your opinions are on all of this stuff we talked about.
Yeah. Give us a little comment. Sorry if I ramble a lot too much.
Yeah.
Not enough.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
That's not good.